Hello, I picked the topic national parks because I've been to several national parks with my family and I've encountered many different experiences. So what are national parks? National parks are large pieces of land that are taken care of, protected, and funded by the government to help protect and preserve wildlife and landscapes. National parks have become major tourist attractions in the United States because they are very picturesque. There are 63 national parks in the United States, and the first national park that was created was Yellowstone. And the largest national park in the United States is Wrangell St. Elias in Alaska. The first national park that I've been to is the Grand Canyon, which is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, and the rocks are 1.2 billion years old. There are places that you can walk down into the canyon, but unfortunately many people have passed away each year because there are no railings to help you down. And this is a picture of the southern rim that I visited. The second park is Yellowstone. It's the world's first national park, established on March 1st, 1872 by former President Ulysses S. Grant. It is located on top of a volcano called the Yellowstone Caldera, that is the size of Rhode Island. And it has the world's tallest geyser, which is the Steamboat Geyser, and the world's most famous geyser called the Old Faithful Geyser. And while I was at Yellowstone, I observed wolf pups, pictured right here with a specialist. And I also noticed bison, which I have pictured over here. The next park is Glacier National Park. It has 762 lakes, and only 131 lakes have names. There are 151 hiking trails that cover 745.6 miles of the park. And while I was there, I saw many mountain goats, which we don't see in Florida, right here. Oddly enough, I didn't see any glaciers there because they are shrinking. Next park is Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. It was established in 1916 and it is 505 square miles long and holds 2 of the largest volcanoes in the world, which are Mauna Loa and Kilauea. It holds 54 threatened or endangered species, and my experience there was that it wasn't the prettiest part of Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, but it was very interesting to see because it was all igneous rock. And this is a picture of the caldera in Hawaii Volcanoes. The next park is Sequoia National Park. It has the world's largest tree, called the General Sherman tree, and it is 275 feet tall, and it is the second oldest park in the United States, established September 25th, 1890 by former President Benjamin Harrison. And there was a recent fire there that didn't destroy the General Sherman tree, but it did wipe out approximately 7,500 to 10,000 trees there. This park has many different species that we don't see in Florida, such as the marmot pictured here. This is the General Sherman tree. The last park is Rocky Mountain National Park, which has 355 miles of hiking trails. Glaciers formed the landscape, and the park has the highest mountain peak in the Rocky Mountains. The elevation is 14,259 feet, which is high enough to make you sick. I actually experienced sickness while I was there, and I passed out in an ice cream store. And this is an example of the glaciers forming the landscape, this hole here. Things to consider when visiting a national park. Many parks have timed entrances and reservations because so many people want to see these amazing parks. You need to book your reservation months in advance in order to get in. Some parks will be closed depending on the time of year that you go to visit. For example, Glacier National Park is closed in certain parts in the wintertime because certain parts aren't accessible to humans because of the snow. Check out when the park has its peak number of visitors. That's very important because you don't want to go when it's too crowded. And lastly, I encourage you to go visit these parks because they are so special and they are a big part of the United States landscape and history. Thank you for watching.